My husband is a battalion chief, and this is not a joke. The guy pulled a gun on my family.
These are outright lies.
Not a single piece of any of that is true.
People in power protecting people in power and using your money to do it. That's what you're about to see in this new chapter of Indefensible. I'm ABC15 Chief Investigator Dave Biscobing, and we're back with the story of one man's fight to prove he acted in self-defense against a top official in a small town. Hey, Chief, Dave Biscobing with ABC15. I was hoping we could talk to you. We've heard a lot from the public about the situation with Chief Para, and I'm not sure if you have a response to what's happened. A lot of people are wondering, is he going to be investigated?
We're getting ready to start a board meeting.
We have a couple minutes, though, so I'm hoping we can knock this out in a few minutes. This is the Central Arizona Fire Chief, and we came to a public meeting to ask about his deputy chief, Dustin Para.
I don't think we're going to do that right now, okay?
When could we do it?
We can talk afterwards and figure that out.
Will you give us some time after?
We'll have a discussion and we'll...
No, if you're not going to promise to talk to me after, then we can do it now. See, we've waited long enough. It's been weeks since we exposed how one of the Prescott-area's top firefighters and his family accused a man of a serious crime.
Prescott Police Department, how can I help you? My husband is a battalion chief, and this is not a joke. The guy pulled a gun on my family.
The caller is the wife of Dustin Para. The alleged suspect, Matt Masucci, a local construction worker. They claimed Matt came out and for some reason threatened them.
My husband jumped out of the car. We tried to calm the conversation. He just pulled a gun out on my family.
Everyone left before police got there. Then, acting only on the family's word, officials arrested Matt at gunpoint and charged him with 4 felonies.
One false move and every one of those guys is going to fire at you. Prosecuted with extreme prejudice. Nobody did their due diligence. Nobody was interested in finding out the truth.
This grainy video would eventually show Matt walked straight to his own car, and it was Para, drunk after leaving his brother's funeral, who for some reason went after Matt, trapped him inside his car, and refused to let him leave. That's why Matt says he pulled a gun from his center console.
What's more likely? I became, for no apparent reason, verbally aggressive and then presented a handgun and threatened them, or this drunk man who was at a very emotional day of his life chose to pick a fight with somebody because he didn't like the way it looked.
Despite the video, it took 2 years and a second set of defense attorneys to get the case dropped.
His status in the fire department is directly correlated to how they handled this.
Now let's get back to Central Arizona Fire. So far, the only thing they've said publicly is this Facebook post. The department wrote it was a personal incident that happened off-duty. So basically, there was nothing for the department to do. But we uncovered, immediately after our report, the fire department hired a PR company for crisis management. You guys have hired a crisis comms firm, using taxpayer money to pay them. My questions are free, and we're here right now, so I think we should just knock it out. Do you have anything to say to the public about what we reported?
Dave, not today.
Not today. Ever?
I'm not saying never, but there may be an opportunity to visit, but we're getting ready to start this meeting, and I don't think this is the most appropriate...
It's the 100% most appropriate time. You're a public official at a public meeting.
Thanks, Dave.
Deputy Chief Para has ignored repeated interview requests, but internal emails show his department and the PR firm were busy figuring out how to respond. Quote, how quickly can you get us the public records? We're thinking we need to sift through those first before we issue the statement. Also, we just want to confirm that there are no skeletons in Dustin's closet. Could you get with him and just make sure there's nothing else that will surface in the coming days? Because this reporter is going to find it. You're spending taxpayer money to respond to my story, so let's do this now at no greater expense to taxpayers. There's got to be something you can say to the public, the people here in the Prescott area, about what happened, what we reported. Nothing?
We're going to continue to work hard to support our community, and we're going to continue to work internally to follow our policies and procedures, and we'll continue to utilize the Prescott Police Department to help guide through any of this process. So we will continue to work as we have, and that's kind of where we're at right now.
Have you been in communication with Prescott PD about what has happened?
We have, yes.
What specifically has been discussed.
Any conversation I have with them is between...
No, it isn't. That's public information. You're wrong there. We'll be investigating the secret discussion between this fire chief and Prescott PD. And as for the police, they tried to ignore us too. But as you saw in our last story, they already got a visit, and they defended how they handled the case. I don't know if the department has a response to that it was investigated in a biased way, or...
Well, and I don't want to just come off like this, but it's Prescott, right?
Yeah.
So everybody grew up here together, so everyone's gonna a lot of people know a lot of people. The detective who investigated this case, born and raised here, grew up here, so he knows a lot of people.
From the city, we've requested and are waiting for more records, emails, texts, public response, basically anything and everything related to the case. But we already have a report showing Para was not interviewed the night it happened because he was upset and intoxicated. Yet that same night, Para called a detective to request an investigation. This is obviously of such importance that you're going to use taxpayer money to hire a crisis management firm, but yet you're not willing to answer any questions about this right now, or ever, really.
No, that's not fair.
It is fair. It's been a month. In fairness, it has not been a full month. It's been 25 days since our story first aired. And during that time, Central Arizona Fire has gotten a lot of feedback. Their Facebook statement flooded with hundreds of negative comments. The department also got more than a few voicemails.
I want to know if Chief Para has been placed on administrative leave yet for lying to the police and almost causing a man his life. Those of us that actually pay taxes cannot trust a fire department that have an actual chief that can do something so despicable.
What the is your problem keeping that guy employed after you learned what he did? What kind of people are you working with there?
I don't worry too much about the fact that we are trying to do our best to respond to, even your report. And so we'll continue to monitor the situation and try to respond as best we can, because we have gotten some public feedback, but a lot of it is very negative, but not even from our community. So we'll continue to work with the board.
Some of it, quite a bit of it is from your community, though.
Okay, thank you, Dave.
So we're just going to leave it at this. You're just nothing to say about this specific. What you've said is talked around a lot of things. You have not answered anything specific about this at all.
Okay. Well then, no. I have no further comment to have to you today.
Okay.
Behind you.
Now, there's a lot more to this case, so if you haven't seen our previous reporting, search Indefensible and ABC15. We've done 2 other stories, and they should fill in a lot of the background here. But as you just saw, we're still investigating and waiting for more records and evidence. We're also investigating several other cases of people in Arizona defending themselves against false accusations from people in power. So stay tuned. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC15, Arizona.